Looking at this lush forest around me, I feel a sense of calm. University of British Columbia researchers say Vancouver needs to consider young adults when designing their green spaces because it affects their mental health.
2 years ago, I was really depressed and everything with COVID and everything happening. What helped me a lot was hiking and being outside.
It kind of has this effect of not letting you ruminate as much as you normally would, and just, center yourself and focus your thoughts on all the things that are really important.
And a Vancouver psychotherapist says nature does help mental health.
People feel calmer. So if you're having a bad day and you go for a walk in the forest, well, you could say, well, the forest made me feel better, but it's also the things that you're doing to interact with what you're experiencing there.
You look around, you see benches for older adults, you see playgrounds for children, but you don't see a lot of spaces specifically designed for young adults' needs.
Sarah Barron says people from 15 to 24 years old want privacy and space for solitude.
Things like seclusion, maybe away from the prying eyes a little bit of other adults, a place to be by themselves, to be with their friends, spaces that were also, though, beautiful and ordered.
Her fellow researcher, Emily Rugel, says the impact of nature on younger adults' mental health is well documented, making their voices all the more important.
We know that young adults are particularly vulnerable to developing mental disorders. A lot of common psychiatric disorders actually first pop up when people are in that 15 to 24 age. Depression, anxiety, schizophrenia. But it's also a time when you're really forming lifelong habits and lifelong connections. So we really wanted to think about the ways that green spaces can support both of those.
Dr. Cohen says his patients in that age group often struggle with school, career, and existential stress.
One of the central things they talk to me about is their sense of isolation and loneliness. They don't necessarily use that language, but at the core, they don't feel connected. And what I see is they're not that connected to themselves, and they're not that very connected to other people.
He says they need deeper relationships with themselves and others. And if green spaces and parks can help with that, all the better.
For things like stress relief and attention, you can really benefit from just where you choose to walk.
In Vancouver, Sarah Chu, City News.